The biomedical waste means any waste which is generated during the diagnosis, treatment, or immunization of human beings in research activities. Let's see the sources of healthcare waste. Government hospitals, private hospitals, nursing homes, physician clinics, dentist clinics, dispensaries, primary health centers, medical research and training establishments, mortuaries, blood banks and collection centers, animal houses, slaughterhouses, laboratories, research organizations, vaccinating centers, biotechnology institutions, or production units. All these healthcare establishments generate the waste products. These all things included in the sources of healthcare waste. Let's see the classification of healthcare waste. Waste category number 1, infectious waste. For example, waste suspected to contain pathogens. Example, laboratory cultures. Waste from isolation wards, tissues, means swabs, materials, the equipment that have been in contact with infected patients, etc. Waste category number 2, pathological waste. Description: human tissues or fluids. Example, body parts, blood, and other body fluids. This is pathological waste. Waste category number 3 is sharps. Sharp waste. Example, needles, infusion sets, scalpels, knives, blades, broken glasses. Waste category number 4, pharmaceutical waste. This waste containing pharmaceuticals. Example, pharmaceuticals that are expired or no longer needed. Expired medicines, bottles or boxes. It is pharmaceutical waste. Next is category 5th, genotoxic waste. This waste containing substances with genotoxic properties. It is, for example, cancer therapy drugs. 6th category is chemical waste. This waste containing chemical substances. Examples, laboratory reagents, film developers, disinfectant that are expired. 7th waste category is wastes with high content of heavy metals. Batteries, broken thermometers, blood pressure gauges, these all contain the wastes of heavy metals. 8th waste category is pressurized containers. Gas cylinders, gas cartridges, aerosol cans. 9th waste category is radioactive waste. Waste containing radioactive substances. Example, unused liquids from radiotherapy or laboratory research, contaminated glassware, packages or absorbent paper, urine and extract from patients treated, tested with unsealed radionuclides and sealed sources. These are the classification of healthcare waste. Let's see health hazards of healthcare waste. Exposure to hazardous healthcare waste can result in disease. It contains infectious agents. It contains toxics or hazardous chemicals or pharmaceuticals. It contains sharps. It is the genotoxics and it is radioactive. All individuals exposed to such hazards healthcare waste are potentially at risk. Those who generate the waste, so if they are exposure to this waste products, they will get infection through that. The main group who get risk from that: medical doctors, nurses, and healthcare auxiliaries, hospital maintenance personnel, patients, visitors, who are all working there in that hospitals, laundries, waste handling and transportation members. These people all will get infection from through the biomedical waste. So we should protect. Hazards from infectious waste and sharps. Pathogens in infectious waste enter the human body through a puncture or abrasion wound or cut wound in the skin or through the membranous by inhalation or by injection. Through these pathogens are entering in our body. There is a particular concerns about infections with HIV and hepatitis virus B and C. There is a strong evidence of transmissions via healthcare waste. This hepatitis B virus and hepatitis C viruses transmitted through this biomedical waste, carelessness. Hazards from genotoxic waste. The main pathway of exposure is inhalation of dust or aerosols, absorption through skin, ingestion of food. It's accidentally contaminated with cytotoxic drugs, chemicals or wastes, etc. Hazards from radioactive waste. This type of disease caused by radioactive waste is determined by the type and extent of exposure. It can range from headache, dizziness, vomiting, and too much more serious problems also will be there. Hazards from chemicals and pharmaceutical waste. The large quantities of chemicals, it is reactive chemicals, may form highly toxic secondary components. Let's see the treatment and disposable technologies for healthcare waste. First one is incineration. The second one is chemical disinfection. Third is wet and dry thermal treatment. Fourth is microwave irradiation. Fifth is land disposal. Sixth is inertiation. Let's see the categories of biomedical waste. Category number 1: human anatomical waste. It is human tissues, organs, and body parts. How to dispose? Incineration method and deep burial method. With this we can dispose. Category number 2: animal waste. Animal tissues, organs, body parts, bleeding parts, fluids, blood, and experimental animals used in research, waste generated by veterinary hospitals, colleges, discharge from hospital and animal house. This is category number 2. Disposable method is deep burial or incineration. Category number 3. Microbiology and biotechnology waste. This waste from laboratory cultures, stocks, or specimens of microorganisms, live or attenuated vaccines, human and animal cell cultures used in research, and infectious agents from research and industrial laboratories. Waste from production of biological toxins, dishes and devices, and for transfer of cultures. This all comes under waste category number 3. How to dispose? Microwaving method, incineration method, local autoclaving method. Through this method, we can dispose. Category number 4. Waste sharps, needles, syringes, scalpels, blades, glasses, etc. How to dispose and for this treatment? Disinfections, chemical treatments. With chemical solutions, we can wash this. An autoclaving method, microwaving method, mutilation method, shredding method. We can treat this and dispose this. Category number 5. Discarded medicines and cytotoxic drugs. Expiry date of medicines, that is waste comprising of outdated and contaminated and discarded medicines. This all included in category number 5. How to dispose and treat this? Incineration method. Drugs disposables in secured landfills. Through this, we can dispose. Waste category number 6 is solid waste. Items contaminated with blood and fluids, including cotton, dressings, soiled plaster cast, linen, beddings, other materials contaminated with blood. This all included in waste category number 6. Disposing method is incineration method, autoclaving method, microwaving method. Through this we can dispose and treat. Waste category number 7 is solid waste. Waste is generated from disposable items. Sharps such as dubbings, catheters, intravenous sets, etc. This Riles tube, infant feeding tubes, urinary catheter, urobag, all these come under the 7th waste category. How to dispose? Disinfection by chemical treatments, autoclaving method, microwaving method, shredding method and mutilation method. Through this we can dispose or treat it. The waste category number 8 is liquid waste. Waste generated from laboratory and washing, cleaning, housekeeping and disinfecting activities. How to dispose? Disinfections by chemical treatment and discharge into drains. Next, waste category number 9 is incineration ash. Ash from incineration of any biomedical waste. Dispose method is disposable in municipal landfill. Waste category number 10 is chemicals used in production of biological, chemical used in disinfections as insecticides, etc. How to dispose? Chemical treatments, discharge into drains for liquids and secured landfills for solids. This is the category of biomedical waste. 10 categories will be there. Each category explained which method we should dispose. Each category, what category, number 1, number 2 explained, and disposable method also mentioned. Next we'll see the color coding and type of containers for disposal of biomedical waste. Yellow color plastic bag. Category number 1 animal waste, can put it. Category number 2 yellow color bag contains. Category number 1 human anatomical waste, and category number 2 animal waste, and category number 3 microbiology and biotechnology waste, and category number 6 solid waste. This waste things can put it in yellow color plastic bag. Treatment option is incinerations and deep burial. Next, a red color plastic bag or disinfected container contains category number 3 microbiology and biotechnology waste, category number 6 solid waste, category number 7 solid waste. Category number 6 solid waste is dressing materials and beddings other contaminated with blood. Blood content is category number 6. Category number 7 is catheter, IV sets, infant feeding tube like this. It will come category number 7. This all we can put it in red color bag. Treatment option is autoclaving method, microwaving method and chemical treatments. Through this we can dispose and treat. Blue or white color plastic bag or puncture proof containers. Category 4 waste shops. Category 7 solid waste. These things can put it in blue or white color container or plastic bag. Treatment option is autoclaving method, microwaving method, chemical treatments and shredding method. Black color plastic bag is containing category number 5 discarded medicines and cytotoxic drugs. Category number 9 incineration ash. Category number 10 chemical used in production of biological, chemical used in disinfection, insecticides. These things comes black color bag. Treatment option is disposable in secured landfills. It is color code and type of disposable containers. Biomedical waste. The main advantages and disadvantages of treatment and disposable options we can see now. Single chamber incineration. The advantages is good disinfection efficiency. Disadvantages is significant emissions of atmospheric pollutant. Second, chemical disinfections. Advantages highly efficient disinfection under good operating conditions. Some chemical disinfectants are relatively inexpensive. Disadvantages is requires highly qualified technicians for operations of the process. Uses a sort substance that requires comprehensive safety measures and inadequate for pharmaceutical chemicals and some types of infectious waste. Third, wet thermal treatment advantages environmentally sound, relatively low investment and operating cost. Environmentally sound it is. Disadvantages shredders are subject to frequent breakdowns and poor functioning. Operation requires qualified technicians. Inadequate for anatomical, pharmaceutical, chemical waste and waste that is not readily steam permeable. Fourth is microwave irradiation. Advantages good disinfection efficiency under appropriate operating conditions. Relatively disadvantages relatively high investment and operating cost. Fifth one is safe buying. Advantages low cost, relatively safe if access to site restricted and where natural infiltration is limited. Disadvantages safe only if access to sites is limited and certain precautions are taken. This is advantages and disadvantages of disposable options. This is the information about the hospital waste management. Thank you for watching.